Are you all there? Good morning. I was requested to come at 9:45 by some of you, so I'm obliging. I'm not obliging tomorrow. I'll start at 9:30. Suppose I cannot finish my class at 11, then suppose I do not complete a problem at 11, then it becomes a problem for me. So I want to start at 9:30. Today is the only time I have delayed, thanks to some just obliging to some of your requests. Okay. Good morning. Are you all there? Yeah. So today I want to start by giving you one more problem, exactly the same one, similar one as I gave you yesterday. After this, we'll have to go into crashing. But in your syllabus, the crashing of a project is not there. So I will not take up crashing. I will go on to another subject or subject topic altogether. Good morning. Yeah, Praveen, Pawan, we all start with a very big smile. Come on, smile. Big smile. I have some. Maybe I should take it back. Yeah. Is that better? I guess. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Start with a very big smile. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for the smiles. I hope you all are doing well and safe and everything. Okay. Um, good morning, everybody. Very good. I'm glad to see that you all are there. All right. Network modeling class, Nagma, all of you, good morning, sweet children of mine. Uh, I again, good morning to all my first year MBA students, MBA students from Bangalore University, Jnana Bharati campus. I'm your professor, proud to be a Bangalore University professor, proud to be an Indian, proud to be a Kannadiga, proud to be in Bangalore. We are pretty so safe here. All right. Okay. Be safe. Keep staying at home, and let us break the chain. All right. Yesterday, the lockdown has been extended. It is very necessary. Yeah. Anjali, Ravi, everybody, Emmanuel, Pavan, all. Good morning. Good morning, sweethearts. Okay. I'll start now. Rajesh, good morning. See, um, why is network modeling important? Network modeling is important because when you do a project, you have to know how long the project is going to take. All right? And what are the events that you require in a project? When I see, since I have not done project management for you, you will not know what is a project. So, before I go on, I would like to tell you something about what is a project. A project is not something that is like daily operations. Now, every day we go to class, isn't it? Let us think of that as daily operations, all right? We'll think of, good morning, ma'am. So, we'll think of everyday class as daily operations in a business. Or imagine you're manufacturing toothpicks, all right? So every day what you're manufacturing no is daily operations. Project is a one time activity. It is not something that gets repeated again. It is a one time activity. You do something, it's over. All right? Now, why is a project very important? Simply because it is a one time activity, and if you want to prove yourself in terms of quality, etc., then you have to do whatever you do one time well. All right? Morning, Amrit. Whatever you do one time, you have to do it well. Now, how is a project different? Every project you give a name. All right? Project operation, like for example, there was operation this or operation something. Okay? Imagine in our department, We are entrusted by the Vice Chancellor. See, the Vice Chancellor has been very kind to me, and he has said, whatever platform you're going, Professor, go ahead and do it. And I've been telling him, sir, I'm on FB public domain, and whatever it is, as long as my students are, you know, kept occupied, I'm very grateful to him. Because see, this classes, I work for the Bangalore University. I require VC's permission, and I cannot go I cannot go on Facebook and give classes unless my university, of which I'm very a proud employee, allows me to do it. So thanks to our honorable vice chancellor, I'm able to give the classes, and these classes are useful. I heard from many of you that they are useful to not only my students, and at various points of time, you can access the classes thanks to Facebook also. Facebook automatically records the videos and allows students to see it again. Some of you, wherever in remote places in Karnataka, you log in at times when it is necessary, when you get the video. So there are a lot of things, a lot of people, lot of systems, lot of organization, etc., which facilitate these classes. I'm very grateful to all of them. All right. Now, especially to Facebook also. If Mark Zuckerberg ever listens, we have to be saying thankful to him, thanks to him also. All right. Just joking, class. Come on. But yes, we have to be grateful. Now, a project. We'll talk about a project. A project is a one time thing. Let us imagine the Vice Chancellor tells CBSMS, our department, all of you get together and build a um, auditorium by the side of, see, we have lot of place in the university. So by the side of Bangalore, our department, build an auditorium that is can be useful for everybody and especially for us. So auditorium, apart from our daily work and our daily classes, auditorium we will take up as a project. All right. Now, auditorium, building up of an auditorium means we need an engineer, we need an architect, right? We need workers, so many things, and we will manage the whole show. So we will call it project hall, okay? Because we want a hall, project hall. Let's say we call it project hall. So here we are. What happens is, first of all, we make a project leader. All right. Since I want students to do it, so one of you will make them project leader. Will take your class leader, class representative, Harish. Harish of the senior class will be the project leader. Now, project leader needs to do a lot of things. He has to put together, first of all, his project team. All right. So he'll put together a project team. He'll decide who is the engineer, who is to, all this, what I said before. Also, he will decide somebody for the office, etc. Now, you may say there is already an office and there is staff in CBSMS office. No, that office is meant for daily operations. Harish will have to pick up from the office people some people that who can do his work. Let us say Harish picks up Pramod, our attender, to do only our operation hall work. All right. Then he picks up one gentleman, the gentleman who's working in the office, as the project hall office person. All right. Now, what will happen to Pramod? Pramod is an employee of Bangalore University. Then, what happens to him is has to be deputed from the office to the project operation. Yes, Yasir, to the operation hall. All right. he has to be deputed from the CBS office to operation hall. Then Harisha is also to make sure there is one room allotted to him from the department to make his project. All right. Then there are various things in a project. There are actually 10 subsets in a project. There is something called project integration management, which integrates all the different subsets of the project. What do you mean by subset? See, there is some subset means communication, HRM, and various things. Okay, see, suddenly I cannot remember. I will remember in a while and I'll tell you. All right. Then one important thing is project cost management, quality, time management. There are 10 subsets. Okay. Now, as I told you yesterday, think of this. I don't know whether you can see 3D. Think of this. See how I have pointed my fingers? Think of this as a tripod. All right? A tripod. A tripod with all the three fingers. See how I've kept it like a stool, you know? So this tripod, one is time, one is cost, one is quality. If you say I want the best quality for the hall, then you may not be able to finish the hall. See, we envision one time for the hall. How you going to envision the time? I'll tell you just now. First I'll tell you about the trio or the tripod. A tripod, like how you keep a camera for photographing, you know. So this tripod of time, cost, and quality is what we are talking about. If we say we want excellent quality for the said hall, we may not be able to finish it in the time that we decide. Then, also, getting very good quality may mean extra cost. All right? Yep. Extra cost. So, this tripod is called the difficult to manage because if you take care of one, the other two will definitely suffer. So, how do you manage? An excellent project manager and a project team has to manage all the three: cost, quality, and time. Now we'll come to time. How do you manage the time? As I told you, one of the subsets of project management is project time management. Okay. Now, in time management, we have to, what we generally say, as I tell you, class, always, when there's a problem, you have to cut it into bits. When each bit is solved, the whole problem is naturally solved. There's no problem that cannot be solved. All right? Suppose two people are fighting. We cannot take both of them together. We speak to one, we speak to the other, then we bring them all together. Sorry. We speak to one and we speak to the other party, then we bring both the parties together and we solve it. When you talk to one party, you have cut the problem into half. You talk to the other party, the other half, and naturally, so or one third, as you would like to take it. So similarly, in project management also there are 10 subsets. Each one is taken part by part. So we are talking about currently project time management. I've taught you in class Gantt chart, Gantt. How, like, in class, you studied about the tapeworm, right? And the Gantt chart looks typically like a tapeworm. I gave you the example of your planning your sister's or brother's wedding and what has to be first, what has to be later, what can be taken last. For example, printing, getting the hall, booking the wedding hall, and printing the invitations would be the first two activities, and the other activities of getting the clothes ready, etc., etc., inviting people would be in the middle. And finally, buying vegetables in case you're buying them yourselves, when you have to buy the jewelry for everybody. All this would be, I've told you, the Gantt chart. Take that in mind and think of this. Now, in this operation hall, we have to have exactly activities. First, we have to decide the place. The engineer has to come and see the place, and he'll tell you we may need to flatten it. So, to flatten this place, because it's up and down in the university, isn't it? We may need to flatten it, and to flatten it, I require 2 months to flatten it. All right? So, the initial part would be to flatten it, physical work, physical activity. All right? So, your planning can start along with flattening the land. Suppose you start flattening the land from day one. Simultaneously, you can do the planning, the architecture, all that can be done simultaneously. By the time in 2 months the land is flattened, you can start building. All the mental planning can happen along with the physical labor that is happening. Now, for flattening the land, the engineer may say, you bring the equipment, or he will bring the equipment himself. Since we are not, we are an MBA department, we may say, tell the engineer, you outsource it and we will pay you. So you do like, it's like subcontracting to the engineer to do or to bring all the equipment. The deal would be the engineer brings all the equipment, so it gives us less pressure. Is that clear? Now, we are still on project time management. I've told you, he has said 2 months for the project. Here in project management, we talk about one very interesting and very important concept called WBS. WBS means work breakdown structures. One work breakdown structure is usually equal to 40 working hours. Is that clear? 40 working hours. Let us say in 1 week, the engineer is going to work and his people are going to work for 5 days for 8 hours. So 8 into 5 is 40. So 1 week will automatically, in our case only, will become 1 WBS. So in a month, you have 4 WBS only for flattening the land, nothing else. So in 2 months, you have 8 WBS. All right. So like that, you make WBS for every activity. Suppose you're going to start making the foundation, and again, the foundation may take a month. So if they are going to work 10 hours a day for 5 days, it will mean 10 into 5, 50. 50 into 4 weeks, say 200. Understand? 10 hours a day for 5 days a week means 50 working hours. Let us say in 1 month we have 4 weeks. So 50 into 4, 200 working hours. 200 by 40 is equal to 5 WBS. So you can say, for flattening the ground, we require, how many did I say? 4 into 4, 8 WBS. Whereas for making the foundation, we require 5 WBS, 200 by 40, 5 WBS. So 8 plus 5, we have, good morning ma'am, we have 13 WBS. Did you understand? Like that, we are going to make, say, let us say, we are going to build the hall in a total of, say, 2000 WBS, hypothetically. So 200 WBS mean 2000 WBS means 2000 into 40, that would mean 80,000 hours of working. Now let us say in this 2000 WBS, 500 WBS are pure labor, all right, labor intensive work. So this kind of labor, let us say 500 WBS heavy labor intensive work, you have to pay a fellow 1000 rupees per day. So there you have your cost. 500 working hours into 1000, you will get your cost for heavy intensive labor. Let us say the rest 1500 WBS is lighter, less labor intensive work, for which you are paying 800 rupees per labor hour. So 800 into 1500 will give you the labor charges for less labor intensive work. But I have also calculated for you the total labor charges of all the entire hall project. All right. So we have calculated the time. I have given you an example of how to calculate the cost for the project. The quality has, you have not yet been taught, quality means there are various parameters in the quality, that is conformation to quality, CONFOR, conformation to what is asked, reliability, so many aspects to quality. So that sitting on the table we will discuss. Now in project there is one important thing called, you saw PERT. I was teaching you PERT in network modeling, program evaluation and review technique. You have to decide and act every week, once a week, say on Friday evening, we are going to sit. The project manager, his assistant, project manager will appoint a team and they will decide whether we also a Gantt chart will be done. So according to the Gantt chart, we'll have this work on such a day. So say at the end of the first week, before that class, I forgot something. There is something called project charter. In a project charter, we put everything down. It's a documentation. We say who are the stakeholders. In our case, the syndicate of the university, the vice chancellor, honorable vice chancellor himself, the registrar, the finance officer, the head of the department, teachers, we teachers, you students, and the other departments. These are all stakeholders. Since there are 4 departments in the building currently, all the 4 HODs may need to sit together for some discussion. So they would be stakeholders. All our students, since CBSMS is building it, you all will be the stakeholders. So all the stakeholders will be there. In a project, commitment from the top management is necessary, since we, as I told you, from the university vice chancellor himself, we got the job to get. He will not do so unless he has discussed with the registrar and the syndicate. So they commitment from them is already there, and we go ahead. In the charter, you're going to write, maybe make the Gantt chart also, right? Name the project leader, name the project assistants, the project team, who is supposed to be the what, and use all the subsets of the project. So the project charter is a complete documentation of what all has to be done, what all needs to be done, etc. All right. And as I told you, when you say 2000 in a hall, you say I have to build this hall in 2000 WBS. 2000 WBS means 2000 into 40. 4 into 2 is 8. 80,000 working hours. So you have to calculate in a day how many hours will we work. See, the physical labor can go on in shifts. Let us say we want to do it fast. Let us say we are working 10 hours a day for 5 days. Because if you're working 10 hours, 2 days better, you need to plan, bring the, brick, stone, whatever. You need that activity also. So let us say we are working 10 hours a day. 10 into 5 is 50. We get only 200 WBS per week. So if we want to 80,000 working hours or 2000 WBS, which I said 2000 WBS, 200 WBS per month. So in 10 months, our project should be complete. Do you understand? I have given you the example of project time management, example of project cost management for labor. All right. Then the engineer, we have given him like subcontracting, so he will give you the cost, and the cost will be like whatever cost he has given, the cost will also be added. Always there's a 5% escalation clause given for 5% for escalation cost, that clause. There is something for contingencies. I think it's about 13%. Well, in our projects, we do it for 13%, so I think it's about 13%, depends. All right. So you put all that and you decide how much is going to be the whole budget, cost, cash budget, or cost for the project, entire project. Then we will tell the university, and the university will tell us, okay, you require so much per month, every first week of the month. How do you want to pay the workers? We will say we want to pay the workers on every Friday. So, whatever is required for the Friday, you already know how many workers are there. I talked to you about labor intensive, less labor intensive, how many are going to work per this thing. You know for sure. So, on Friday, you know how much you have to pay to whom. So, every Monday, you put in a request to the university, I need so much on Friday. So, by Friday morning, the money will be delivered to you. You do the needful, pay whom, what, etc. I have not talked about paying the engineer, etc. That also will be, no, that I don't need to talk. You can understand. I've given you examples of how to go ahead. Okay, this is a project. So as I told you, even project communication management is very important. All right. When we talk about quality, we talk about Six Sigma. You know what is Six Sigma in normal distribution. I taught you X bar plus 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma. Sorry, X bar plus or minus, you have the normal distribution curve. X bar plus or minus, um, yes, stages, plus or minus 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma. So we have come that 97.47% of the area is covered by X bar plus or plus one side, minus one side. Sorry, I may look different to you from the, see, this is my left hand and this is my right hand. I think it may look different to you uh, on the this thing, but I'm sure you can understand because we have done that and you have understood that normal distribution pretty well. So X bar plus or minus 3 sigma covers 97.47% of the area of the curve. Now we come to, suppose you extend it to X bar plus or minus 6 sigma, then it is said you can in 1 million, 1 million has 6 zeros, in 1 million you will be leaving only 3 or 4 defects. All right. If you imagine you're producing something, say you're producing this marker, and if suppose you're producing 1 million markers, if you cover x bar plus or minus 6 sigma, you will leave only three space for three or four defective markers in 1 million. Now you may ask me, ma'am, how to cover x bar plus or minus 6 sigma? What do you mean? See, imagine. Uh, oh, I have not taught you that. You have not taught that curve, no? That you have not been taught. Wait, once again. There is. I'll give you an example. These are all quality management techniques. All right. Imagine there is something called Ishikawa diagram. Okay, Ishikawa or fishbone diagram. All right, I'm showing it to you. This is the Ishikawa fishbone diagram. Okay, so you start with raw material. This is the whole manufacturing, and it goes to finished goods. Now, each of these so called bones of the fish determine, sorry, determine this is machine, this is man. You see here, I cannot point out. Please, I'm sorry. You're, you can see from raw material to finished goods we go, and on the way you have all the factors of production. I have written man, machine, and the other factors are there. Now, in the in man, what can go wrong? People can be absent, all right, or something like this. People can be absent. So, you always build a second line of defense. What do you mean by second line of defense? Excuse me. What do you mean by second line of defense? Suppose one person cannot come and he's an important person. Without him, you cannot proceed. Then you build his assistant to learn his job so that if that man cannot come for a day or two, his assistant can still step into his shoes and the work can be continued. So, like this is one example of how you can take care of nothing going wrong when you produce in the component of man. Do you understand? For example, one example I'll give you. If there is a supervisor without whom you cannot continue the work, and suppose if he doesn't come for a day or two, what to do? So, what you have done is his assistant, one or two of his assistants, you have made sure that you have 1 minute, you have made sure. Yeah, you have made sure that his assistants have, you know, learned his job so that when he's not there, his assistants take over, and the labor part or the man part of the production process is taken care of. Is that understood? Now we talk about machine. See, when can machines stop? When they're not maintained. So, if you take care of TPM, total productive maintenance, we say, and in that you have preventive maintenance, meaning proactively you are uh, forecasting when the machine requires, excuse me, when the machine requires, once again, too many pop-ups. When the machine requires, sorry, you have to decide when the machine requires maintenance, and then you have to go ahead. So if you have done regular maintenance, then what can happen? The machine cannot go wrong. If there's anything else that can give you trouble, then you have to take care. So in this Ishikawa diagram or the fishbone diagram, you have taken care of the man part and the machine part. So rest could be electricity, or it could be water, it could be any other factors of production which can give you trouble. If you take care of all that, this is the meaning that you have taken care of Six Sigma of production. All right, you have taken care of the Six Sigma. So in the normal distribution curve, when you go into Six Sigma, as I told you, if you're manufacturing this marker, then it is so that if you manufacture 1 million markers, only 3 or 4 defective markers will be found. All right, this is what I have to say about quality. All right, I told you two tools of quality. One is Six Sigma, one is the Ishikawa diagram. Then there is something very simple. You make a list of things, you make a list of things. I have to do this, 1, 2, 3. And one is done, tick. You understand? Two is done, tick. So this is a checklist. Then there are other diagrams which I cannot tell you online. I can tell you. All right. In the class, I can tell you, but this is not the time to teach you quality. I'll have to teach you in the third semester quality management, like in project and operations management. I teach these are the quality tools. All right. So, what I'm trying to tell you here is first of all, we made a project. A project is not part of daily operations, it is something unique. All right. So we decided to make a project. The project that was assigned to us by the university is to build an auditorium. So we called it Operation Hall. Okay, Operation Hall. Operation Hall. We decided to have a team leader, project leader, and the project leader made his team. He named it as Operation Hall, and we decided. Now I have told you there are 10 subsets in a project. I've told you project, all the quality, project cost management, project quality management, quality time management, project communication management, project human resources management, like that. There are 10. All right. So these are only illustrative subsets that I have talked to you about to understand. I explained to you the quality aspect just now. Initially, I explained to you the project time management. I talked to you about WBS, work breakdown structures, and I talked to you about how work breakdown structures help you to decide the labor cost. The other costs also you can automatically do. All right, that is not. This is not the time to tell you that. I just want to tell you what is a project. So every week you do reviewing, you do Gantt charts. Gantt charts, you remember how I taught you and I explained just now. So you have Gantt charts, you have various um, methods, but review is very important. And once you start the project, you have to close also. So project closure is also important. Now, if you are going, as I told you, we are going to finish the constructing the hall in 10 months. With the WBS, we decided that we are going to complete the said hall in 10 months. Is that clear? Now, this project management is very important. Sometimes students are so enraptured with project management that they have gone after MBA, they've done a project management course from PMI. All right. I have one student, I think three students who have done it, and they are doing better in their respective jobs. You don't have to be an engineer to do project management course from PMI, and it's a very good institute. Once I remember some years ago, I had done a workshop on project management. My students helped me. I remember this was Amrish's class. Praveen was there, not the teacher who taught you, another Praveen. We call it Projecta. All right. Rashid, good morning. We called it Projecta. All right. And we made it, entire PMI people had come. They taught the importance of project management. So project management, I found it very important, and that is why in project and production and operations management, we included two modules of project. So it is project and operations management that you are studying in the third semester. All right, two whole modules are dedicated to the project. So why I told you all about project is you are doing network modeling. It's about project expected time. Now, I've given you examples of WBS. So, with this WBS and the Gantt chart, where if you can, any project, if you can divide it into activity, like one activity, simple activity would be like this. Yeah, good morning, Anu. One simple activity would be like this, printing the wedding cards. All right. So, you're saying 1 to 2, no? See, you're saying 1 to 2, no? 0 to 2, for example. Yeah, this one. You're doing 1 to 2, no? 1 to 2 could be printing the wedding cards, and it takes 7 days. If I'm to tell you, printing the wedding cards takes 7 days, 1 to 2, there you are. That's the event and the activity and the duration. All right. Then, yesterday I told you project float means the slack which you can cut, meaning slack means where you can go easy. So, we have free float. Free float is without harming the subsequent project, subsequent event, how much of you can delay this event or this activity, and the total float is how much you can delay the entire thing without harming entire project, till the end without harming. All right, this is the project slack time. That's why you have the floats. Now, as I told you, I have devised one simple formula in the column wise, this thing, column wise, and you can calculate the float within seconds. Because as I told you, some years ago, some students came to me. I was not teaching operations research, and they complained, ma'am, for 8 marks. They told us to calculate all the three floats. So I said the calculating the three floats by using, seeing like how we do the decision tree. We roll back and we do the payoff table based on the decision tree. But decision tree is easy. Here you may get confused. Which is the end time? Which is the beginning time for each one, each float? To calculate that, instead of that, if you can make it column wise and calculate 3 minus 4 minus 2 and 4 minus 3 minus 2 and 5 minus 3 minus 2, it's easy for the three in floats. But if you are going to see the diagram and say 1 to 2, this is the beginning, this is the ending, for each float, you will get confused. So, but in actually, when you go to industry, they will train you. They will have their own methods. They will have their own formulae. They will have in systems. Like I told you yesterday, when I was in Kuwait, I was offered a job as a credit analyst, and then I was worried that I cannot remember, I cannot remember my ratios. I was telling my husband. So then I realized that the companies, sadly, what happened is the invasion of Iraq, Kuwait by Iraq took place, and then I'm a repatriate from Kuwait. So the I did not take up the job. I was to take up the job after my son was born, and but I did not take up the job because I left for India. We came back. So there we are. What I was trying to tell, yeah, I was trying to tell you about projects. Okay, so you understood what is a project, and also the float. You don't have to worry. Your concerned company will teach you, will give you a formula of how to calculate the float. All right. So it's more important to understand how to calculate whether the project can be delayed or can be expected to find the expected project time, and what is the probability that it will be done before, it will be done after, what are the harm that can be done to your company, the cost wise, etc. All right. Now with this, I want to stop explaining the project and I want to start a problem. So all of you get ready. I'm going to do a problem now. I'm going to give you, like I said yesterday, I told you, you have to write the numbers in how, first you have to write the activity, then you have to write OMP. Suppose, however, the problem is given in the exam, you rearrange it to see. You're writing, there are four columns in the project, in the problem, but you're making it row wise. Okay, so there are four rows in the problem. The first row would be the activity. The second row should be O, optimistic time. The third row should be M, most likely time, and the pessimistic time should be fourth, OMP. You know why? That time when you do the second column, you can take the first number, all right, O, plus, to calculate t to the base e, it is TO. Okay, so TO will be the first number, plus 4 into TM. So the second number into 4, plus the third number. It will be simple. Do you understand? Again, I'm telling you, rearrange the problem in four rows. The first row will be activity, second row will be optimistic, O, M, most likely, P. So when you do this for the second one, when you'll have columns. Yesterday I taught you the first column when you do the solution. Wait, I'll tell like this. There is no duration given here, but we are not using the notation D because D is used for something else. So here for the duration we are using t to the base e. So you have to calculate t to the base e in the second column. The formula for the t to the base e is TO plus 4 into TM plus TP divided by 6. So if you first, as I told you, T is equal to TO, O, then 4 into M plus TP. So when you arrange your formula, your problem into the rows like this, OMP, what will happen is the first number, O, plus 4 into the second number plus third number. So you cannot escape, you cannot forget the formula at all. First number plus 4 into the second number plus third number divided by 6. Is that clear? And for the last one, it is, what is it now? Last variance. You have to calculate the variance also. It is, yes, second number minus, isn't it the second number? Yeah. No, the third number minus the first number, the whole squared. Okay, how will you go it? TP minus TO. So P minus O, the whole square. The third number, I said OMP. So third number minus the first number, the divide by 6, the whole square. Divide by 6 is common for both the this thing. Yes, Viraj. All right, understand? So shall we do a problem now? I will give you in OMP way only. You write it. Ready? The first row, class. The first row, write a problem. I hope you understood and enjoyed listening to my lecture on what is project management and how it is important for us. Network modeling is one of the most important chapters or decision factors for an MBA. Is that clear? Okay. Ready? The first column would be, sorry. The first row would be activity. Ready? Under activity, you write row wise 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 2 to 5, 3 to 5, 4 to 6, 5 to 6. I repeat, there are only 7 activities and they are 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 2 to 5, 3 to 5, 4 to 6, and 5 to 6. Now, the next three columns will be O, M, P. I purposely will not tell you anything. I want you to write OMP so that it is ingrained in your mind that for this problem, you have to write the numbers in OMP. Alright? The next row is O, followed by M, followed by P. Now I will read OMP wise. Under 1:2, you write 117. Next you write 147. Next 2, 2, 8. 2 to 8. Next 1, 1, 1. Next 2, 5, 14. Next 2, 5, 8. Next 3, 6, 15. 3, 6, 15. Is that clear, class? Okay. Now write down. I'll repeat all the numbers once again, beginning from under the activity 1:2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Ready? 1, 1, 7, 1, 4, 7, 2, 2, 8, 1, 1, 1, 2, 5, 4, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 5. Class, we are running on to 10:43, so we have to be quick. Write down, draw a network, comma, find CP. Next line, find the probability that the project will be completed. Find the probability that the project will be completed. A, 4 days earlier than expected. Do some dittos now. B, 4 days later than expected. 4 days earlier than expected, 4 days later than expected. Enough. I will, on your own, you can do 6 days later, 3 days later, something like this you can calculate. I would like you to calculate. Calculate one more, that probability of 3 days later, 3 days earlier, probability of 6 days later, 6 days earlier. Alright? 3, 6 and 2. 2 days earlier, 2 days later. Alright? You do it yourselves afterwards. Right? Now write the ready solution. Solution, class. The first column is activity. Write down. Quickly. 1:2, 1:3, 1 to sorry 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 2 to 5, 3 to 5, 4 to 6, 5 to 6. Class C, now I have only 15 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'll leave it to you. You work it out. I've taught you well yesterday. So the second column heading will be T to the base E is equal to TO plus 4TM plus TP divided by 6. This will be by heart for you. O plus 4M plus P. First number plus 4 into second number plus third number divided by 6. And the last column would be, write down the heading, sigma squared is equal to TP minus TO by 6 the whole square. That is the third number minus the first number by 6 the whole square. Alright? Do the network diagram and work out D. You know, I'll tell you, the book has worked out CP is 1 3 5 8. Wait, Ravi, 5 to 6. You have 3, 6, 15. Ravi, all of you. The last one is under 5 to 6 is 3, 6, 15. Alright? Did I make a mistake in saying? I'm sorry. Okay, 3, 6, 15. P value, yeah, pessimistic value is 15, not 5. Alright? Now you understood, right? The CP is 1 to 3 to 5 to 8. And project completion time is 17 days. Yeah? Yeah, Ravi. Okay? Now I have only 10 minutes and you have class one after another, right? 11 o'clock you're having another class, isn't it? Right? So I'll give you time. In case you have class till 12, a class from 12, work out the problem right away. All right? See, doing too many problems by me would be spoon feeding. I've given you all the necessary. Yeah? CP you want 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 8. Okay? 1 dash, 3 dash, 5 dash, 8. Okay? Okay. It's getting on to almost an hour. I should. Values at 3 to 5 are 2, 5, 14. 2, 5, 14. Class, I will dictate all the values again. OMP wise. 1, 1, 7, 1, 4, 7, 2, 2, 8, 1, 1, 1, 2, 5, 14, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 5. Yes, Nagma. Nagma, there is, you. Thank you. It is 1, 2, 3, 2, 5 to 6. It's not 8, okay? The book has made a mistake. So 1, 2, 3 to 5 to 6, not 8. Correct. I just now checked. I was blindly reading what the book has done. It is 1 to 3 to 5 to 8, and the project completion time is 17 days. Okay? You can work out for 10 days, for 5 days, 6 days, just for fun and see what the answers you get. And talk to each other online, online of course, and see what answers you get. It'll be fun. Right? Don't go too far, not more than 6 or 7 days, okay? Don't want 10 days and all, that's a little too far. Okay? Yeah, Rima. All good. Okay? Shall I say bye, class? Again, I'm saying stay strong. Let's adapt to the situation. Yeah? Stay healthy. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. And all my students are the toughest I have seen. So let's stay strong. Let's get going. All right. God bless all of you. Love you all. Take care. I'm very happy that you're catching up with what I'm teaching. It is very fulfilling for me. And you should show me if they have done mistakes. That is the way, like, a teacher is happier if the student is better than the teacher. Then we have achieved what we want to do. We have taught well. All right. Yeah. I'll be very happy. All right. God bless all of you. Take care. and stay at home. Let's break the chain. Please follow the instructions given by the government. Don't be afraid. Yes, sweet. I will also stay healthy, God willing. Yeah, God is with all of us. God bless all of you. Okay? Take care. Be happy. Yeah? Learn to cook, class, all of you. If someone doesn't know to cook, cook. If someone knows very well to cook, make better dishes. Yes, Prashant, I already told you. Where are you? There's no eight. One, two, three, to five, to six. Okay? The book made a mistake. All right. All right. Prashant, stop dreaming, man. All right? Okay. There is no eight. There is only six. It was a mistake. All right? Okay. Good. You should show me my mistakes. I'm happy. All right? Okay. Take care. Learn to cook better. Yeah. And when you come back, I'm thinking we'll have a cooking competition. What do you say? Yeah. Let us say, let's make the whole department smell of bhajis or pani puri. You want fireless cooking or you want to really cook? Yeah, really cook will be really fun, isn't it? Make one or two dishes within 1 hour or something like that. My mouth is watering already at what all you're going to cook. Imagine I'm getting going to be eating Nepali dishes, Bangladesh dishes, yeah. If Lily is back, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan dishes, Madagascar dishes, Stella, yeah, Afghani dishes, yeah, Bidar dishes. My goodness, I don't know. I'll have to fast for 2 days if we are keeping. I seriously want to keep a cooking competition, man. Not a cooking competition. It's a fun competition. But if you want prizes, I'll give. I'll give everyone a chocolate, big one. Okay, I mean the bar. All right, because I promised you a party, right? This will be the party. And then last, I'll give you everyone who participated a prize. Let us see. We'll find a place to do it, and be ready. Rashid, yes, non-veg, veg, all allowed, but there in the no, so we won't disturb anybody. I'll take permission from the university authorities, and we will go somewhere where we have a big place for ourselves without disturbing. Yeah, without disturbing. Yeah, I can some barbecue, something. Okay, I'll take permission from the university authorities so we can. Peacefully do something like that. Even vegetarian, if we have to do, why not vegetarian? Barbecued tomatoes are yum. Okay, you are ready to eat only. Mallikarjun. Yeah, yeah. You want me to cook? I will also cook, but not there. God, who will come and do all the, and give all the comments if I cook? I'm not cooking. I'm only eating, right? Okay. Learn some dishes that you can cook in 1 hour, and we will make groups of say eight or six. So you will have to. Yes, Triven. Okay, who is this? Are you my student, ma'am, Prabhas? I don't know. You can come. Two dishes for 1 hour. Okay? You bring your own cooking range, cooking gas, whatever. You can't use, yeah. Can't wait, no? Yeah, when we come back, the one or second or third day, we'll do it. Okay, I'll take permission. All right. So imagine what fun we are going to have. Okay, guys, bye. God bless you. Be safe. Stay healthy. Let's break the chain. Jai Hind. Jai Karnataka. Bye bye. No wonder I like spicy dishes. Nose will leak, eyes will leak. No problem. Yeah, if your dishes are spicy, then I will remove one or two chilies from that and then eat it. Okay, no problem. I love spice. How will our nose leak and eyes leak? Wouldn't be fun to see us like that? Okay, bye bye, class. Bye bye. Thank you. Love you all. Tomorrow. Bye. I have to come for the seniors class as well. They are waiting. Bye bye.